Yeah, further now going to, in this course, we are saying that during communication, there are challenges that normally occur. Sometimes your phone, you want to communicate to your lecturer or to your student or to your fellow student. Now, your phone just goes off. What does it mean? That is a noise. We refer that one to be a noise. Okay, we refer that one to be a noise in communication process. It's a noise. Because it's an obstacle. When the phone goes off, then even here when power goes off, then meaning that this is an obstacle. We can't go on and deliver this lecture because something has happened technically. Okay, and such is what we refer them to be as noise. Okay, it is what makes the receiver not to get the message as intended by the sender. Okay, and the noise in that case can either be physical noise or physiological or psychological. Okay, let's look at the physical or environmental noise. Any form of disturbance normally that happens within factors like physical environment, noise that is around. Okay, there are people grinding machines there. There are people in the markets. People are playing radios. You see, like sometimes you visit in the market, you find a lot of noise there. This one is hammering something. This one is singing, is playing the radio, and so others the vehicles are hooting. Okay, in the class, maybe students are just making noise. There's no lecturer there. So all this we refer it to the environment, because we are saying that where we are as the receivers, we are in the environment, and that environment that is surrounding us is what can distract us from receiving the information. For example, you are in the noise place, somebody is calling you, and you are, hello, you are just saying hello, because there's too much noise that is, disrupting you. Okay, so that is a physical environment. Physiological noise, that's physiological. Okay, we are saying physiological. What does it mean when you talk about physiology? Physiology, what we are saying, is the science that deals with the functions of the different parts of the body. The heart, it has got its own function. The digestive system, it has got its own, function. The brain, it has got. So these are physiological. There are different parts of the body, of your human body, and they have got their own functions. And that is physiology. We call it physiology. If it is animal, we are saying it's animal physiology. If it is plants, we are saying it's plant physiology. So here, when we refer to, say, physiology, we are referring now to say, these are the forms of disturbances, okay? For example, I'm here, I'm delivering this lecture, and then all of a sudden I fall down. I feel sick. That is physiological. Maybe part of my body, parts do not function properly. Then it has distracted me now to continue with delivering the lecture. So these are related to maybe healthy, okay, on the part of the receiver, or as well as on the part of the sender. So in cases such as maybe headache, cases such as stomach disorder, all of a sudden I've started purging. Definitely, I have to be relieved, I have to go. So this is what we talk about when we say physiological noise or pain in the body. So during communication process, these normally they may arise. Let's look at now the psychological. And when somebody talks about psychological, what does it mean? Okay, it is something to do with the issue. Psychology really looking at the issue of the science that it deals with the brain, the function, the psychology, the brain, and so on. So we are saying that, for example, you feel dizzy, okay, or maybe you are depressed. Your mind has been thinking too much. You have been disappointed by maybe a girlfriend, and then you have been thinking about it. So you are depressed. So that is psychological noise, meaning that you can't come to the studio and deliver, or you can't stand in front of students and deliver because your mind is off. Okay? So maybe you have been annoyed by somebody while coming to the class, somebody meets you on the way and starting shouting and your mind is disturbed, okay? So that it will result into that noise. And then we said that noise is something that it distracts us from the, conducting a communication, effective communication process. So these, they could either be, internal problems or external problems. So that is what I've highlighted. I spoke about the physiological. I spoke about the environmental or physical noise. I spoke about now the psychological. Now I spoke already about the feedback, and we talked about it. Now let's summarize this unit, and as we are concluding, I think we talk more about the communication. So we are saying that communication process is a key in education technology, because for us even to communicate with these gadgets and whatever, or if we apply the theories of learning in this course, then we are saying communication is key, because here we're talking about the educator or the facilitator delivering the study material or instructional materials to the learners. What does it mean here? It implies that then there must be some level of communication. And communication in that case, it is key. It is a basic in terms of life. Even animals, they communicate, isn't it? Animals, they communicate by signs, smell. They can communicate. They know that the female now is around. Okay? They know that there are kids there. Okay? Communication, it is used in many fields. We have, in wars, for example, we have wars that are going on in many countries now. We are saying communication is key to identify where the enemies are. If your communication process is broken, or your enemies get hold of your communication system, then you can't communicate. You'll be destroyed, because the enemies will come. So we are saying teaching requires sound knowledge. So the people that are educating, the educators, the teachers, your role is to ensure that you have a sound knowledge of communication. You must understand all the steps that are used in communication skills. Okay, so as we are winding up, we have talked about now the steps. Okay, we concluded on the steps, that the communication skills consist of. It consists of 6 steps. We have the sender, the encoder, the message, information, the content, the subject matter, and everything, until to the receiver. So thank you very much for attention.